Hey y'all, it's Alanah and Santa. Hey everyone, it's Alanah and... What's your name? Oh. Hey Hey everyone, it's Alanah and Santa. Hey everyone, it's Alanah and I'm here with Santa. Today's video is obviously Talking Tuesday because it is Tuesday. If you guys don't know what Talking Tuesday is, it's basically just an ongoing conversation that I have with you guys. If you comment in the comments of these videos, then you get featured in the next video. So if you haven't checked out yesterday's video, check that out to be caught up to today's video. And today we're talking all about paranormal activity. We're gonna get into the comments first, and then we'll talk about our paranormal activities, yeah? So Liesberg says, my experience with paranormal stuff is limited, though I've seen an exorcist get cracking on a possessed body, and it's the scariest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, a demon, maybe, was talking through the person. It was wild, man. Whoa. That sounds literally scary. Even when I watch, like, movies about that, I'm, like, freaked out.
Yeah, and I can't believe that's, like, a real thing.
Life Through Lou says, oh, I just love you. I watched your videos about 3 years ago and recently rediscovered them. So, oh, I'm so glad that you're back. I'm posting more than ever, so I'm glad that you're back. And then you also said that you wanted to see a girlfriend tag.
Tag, you're it. There you go.
If you guys leave questions in this video, then we'll answer your questions in a video.
Why can't we do a girlfriend tag?
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
The questions aren't fun though. Like, I want them to ask the questions. It'll still be the girlfriend tag, but I want them to ask the questions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So comment down below your questions for us and we will answer them in a video to come. Olivia said, you better talk about the ghost who attacked you in the apartment, and I will get to that because I had a ghost in my apartment. Summer says, I love Talking Tuesdays. Yay! I'm so glad you love them. I have like 2 paranormal activities things that happened to me when I was 7. I was at my grandpa's house and my uncle passed away there, and I never knew him or seen pictures of him, and I was sitting in the kitchen watching TV and I saw a black tall figure walk up the hallway, wave at me, and then fade away, and I screamed because I was 7. And my grandma asked me what was wrong, and I told her what happened, and she asked me to describe the figure, and I said he was tall and he had huge hands, and he looked like he was about to burst into, and she looked like she was about to burst into tears, knowing that his uncle was there with him, and it was a great moment.
Aww. But whoa.
That's so crazy.
Scary.
But that's nice that he like came to wave at you and like say hi.
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty cool.
I just thought I would answer this, even though it kind of brings me down, guys. Funjoy Express Ion said, why do your videos why did your videos you made 5 to 6 months ago get thousands of views, and now your videos are getting hundreds only? And the best way I can describe this is, one, like, YouTube has changed since when I used to make videos. That's the first thing. Second thing is I make completely different videos than I did back then, and so like my subscribers aren't used to what I'm doing now, so they're not really clicking on it. Like, I've noticed that a lot of like the girlfriend stuff that we do together gets a lot more views because that's what they're used, like my old subscribers are used to watching. So I noticed that.
Girlfriend videos?
No.
What?
Like LGBT videos, you know what I mean? Like, they're used to watching those types of videos and they like those types of videos. That's why they subscribe to me. So that is why, and all I can do is just do my best, guys, and be myself. And like, this is the kind of videos I want to make. So either you'll watch or you won't, you know? Okay, Taitlin says, Taitlin says she's super hyped for this video because she has I have an unusual psychic experience multiple times a day, so it's hard to share everything, but I do have some major ones that were like a wow moment in my life. All my friends and family tease me and call me and my mom psychic all the time, and we always call things before they happen and know what's going to happen. And a coincidence is my mom's birthday is November 22nd and mine's November 2nd. And we have so many things in common that no one else in my family does and such. So many things make us similar, including our visions and nightmares and such. Ooh. So we both think that we're psychic, huh? I think I'm definitely psychic. Certain things just happen, and even right now, she thought she like knew that my hand was about to move, and we both moved our hands at the same time. Like
I was waiting on it. I knew that she was gonna move her hand towards me, and I knew it. I just knew it, and I just waited for it to happen so I could do it at the same time.
Funjoy Express also wanted to know how to become a graphic designer. My recommendation is to just start practicing whenever you can. So if you get like, even PicMonkey, you can start doing some different like designs and stuff. And then if you can get Photoshop, start doing that. And then go to school for it. So let's talk about our paranormal activities. Do you want to go first or do you want me to?
You go.
Okay. So one thing that has happened, actually okay. I'll start from the way beginning when I first moved into my apartment that I used to live in with, actually a lot of people lived there, so. Anyways, but my friend Brittany, when I first lived with Brittany, this is where it started. I moved in with Brittany and my other roommate, Kayla, thought she got her keys stolen. She got her keys stolen or like lost them or something like that. So Brittany started freaking out and she thought that someone had broken in because things kept moving around. And I was like, oh, there's 3 people that live here, like, maybe someone just moved the stuff around, right? She said that a towel ended up like, that she had placed somewhere, ended up somewhere else, something like that. And then when I started realizing it is when my plug, I had a wallflower plugged in, and then all of a sudden the wallflower was unplugged, and there was no, like we had plugs all around our apartment, we didn't need to unplug that for anything, you know? So I asked everyone, I'm like, oh, who unplugged my wallflower? Because it was weird, it was in my room, and like, no one would go in there except for Brittany, and so I was like, how come my wallflower's like out of its thing, you know? So I thought it was super weird, but I was just like, whatever. Once Brittany left, I started feeling like there's a black figure at the end of my bed. Like, and it was in the corner of the room at the end of my bed. I remember right by the window kind of. And I was like, I just felt like this. Like I would wake up in the middle of the night and like feel like there's this like black figure at the end of my bed. I thought it was super creepy. And then flash forward, oh no, wait, don't flash forward all the way yet. A little bit, so then Brittany was still gone and I still lived with Kayla, and this is kind of paranormal, but kind of like extraterrestrial too. I thought I got abducted, or like about to get abducted by aliens. I know it sounds crazy, but I was sick or like hallucinating or something. And so I was sick or something like that, and they, Kayla and her boyfriend came into my room and were like trying to calm me down to go to sleep. So I went to sleep, and then I woke up to like a bright ass light like shining into my room, and I was like, oh my god. And my first instinct was like, I'm getting abducted by aliens, because it was a light that I had never seen. And my window faced like an alleyway, like, so it wasn't like a car could be like facing my window and like shining a bright light in it. It was like, there's no possible way that a light would ever shine into my room that bright. And I was like, an alien is trying to abduct me. And so I started like screaming and freaking out. And so I feel like then that's why they didn't abduct me or something like that, because obviously I was awake and I had already caught them. I don't even know. So I went into Kayla's room, and I like wouldn't leave her and her boyfriend, which is really weird, because I was just like, I need someone to be with right now. And I wouldn't tell them what happened. I was just like, I can't tell you guys what happened right now, because in my heart I was like, if I tell them, then we're all gonna get abducted and like they're gonna wipe our memory. So I was like, I can't tell them anything right now. I'll just tell them in the morning. So I was like, I can't tell you guys what happened, but like whatever. And in the morning I told them, and they're like, that's super weird, because that's what we thought you were gonna tell us. Yeah, they thought I was gonna say that to them somehow. Whoa. I don't know how. But then, okay, then it gets even weirder, but this is back to the like paranormal stuff. Brittany was sitting in the living room, I was sitting in the dining room table, and my back was facing the kitchen. So all of a sudden, I was sitting there for a while. Like we had been sitting there for an hour or even longer. And all of a sudden, the fridge just swings open, and we're like, what the hell? Like, what? How did that happen? So I just went and closed it. And then I walked across the kitchen. Like my kitchen was very long, so this was where the fridge was, and then I walked all the way to the other side of the kitchen, and I went to go grab something or whatever, like, I don't know, Cheerios, whatever it was I was trying to grab. And all of a sudden, a bottle off the top of the fridge, and I'm telling you, the top of the fridge was covered in bottles. So we had a bunch of bottles all over the top of the fridge. A bottle from the middle. Like I knew it was placed in the back, because we had like the taller ones in the back and then the shorter ones in the front.
Like a glass bottle?
Yeah, a glass bottle from the middle of it, didn't knock over anything else, flew across the kitchen and it smashed into the floor, and then smashed into the wall and then splattered all over the floor, leaving me like I said, my kitchen was really long, so it hit this wall like right by my head, like right by me, and then went all over the floor. So I couldn't actually get over because there's glass everywhere. So I started freaking out, and I was like, oh my God, someone like come help me. I don't know if it was Olivia or Brittany at the time. I can't remember. But I was like what the hell do I do? Because I was like stuck. And I was freaking out because I didn't know how this bottle literally didn't knock over anything else off the top of the fridge and came to like attack me. But I always felt like the guy, remember I said in the beginning, the guy that was like dark figure at the end of my bed, I never thought he was bad. Like I never felt like scared around it, like around that figure. Okay, so what's yours?
Okay, I feel like I had like a cooler story or something. But mine was kind of like, I've seen an angel. So how it started was, you already know this one, right?
No.
Oh, what the heck, yeah, you do.
Oh wait, I have one more, but I'll just tell it after. If I don't forget.
So when I was like 8 or something, yeah, I was like 8 or 7, my mom got pregnant and we were living in a single apartment, so I was sleeping on the couch and my parents' bed was right next to me. Like literally, it was like the couch and the bed. And I don't remember if I already knew she was pregnant or I had found out. I don't remember, but I was laying there about to fall asleep. It wasn't even that late. It was like probably 10 or something. Laying there, and then I close my eyes, I open them again, or not even. I just like literally, I'm not even falling asleep yet. And then I look across to where my mom is laying, and there's a little girl, transparent, with long like hair, and I could still see her face in my head, honestly. Like this, in praying position, on her knees next to my mom, with a halo over her head. Like that.
You never told me that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I've told you, I feel like I tell everyone that story. So basically, I'm just laying there and I'm like freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, it's a freaking ghost. She's gonna see me looking at her. And the ghost angel or whatever it was did not respond to my freaking outness. It just like still stood there like in its prayer position, just not moving. And I was like, fuck, what do I do? So I look at the kitchen to try to see, like, I was like, oh, I need to water my face or something. If I water my face, she'll go away. I look at the kitchen, I look back at her, I look at the kitchen, I look back at her, and I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm gonna get up out of this couch, run to the kitchen, wash my face, and come back. Like, she's gonna see me doing all this. But so I decided to spit on my hands. So I spit on my hands, wipe my eyes, spit on my hands, wipe my eyes, and she was still there. I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do. She's still there. I was freaking out, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna I put the covers over my head and just try to fall asleep.
The other one I was gonna say is it's kind of like a sad one, but after everything this happened this year, remember whenever I would call Michelle, like our phones would like static in between?
Oh yeah.
Like, this has never happened to my phone ever. Like, I don't know, and it never happened to Michelle either, but Michelle, my stepmom, every time after my dad, every time me and Michelle would call each other, there would just be like this weird, like, not static, but like we wouldn't be able to hear each other, and it would just be this sound that we both heard on the phone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's never happened, and it would be every time we called each other for like a few weeks. Every time we called each other, it would just do that, and then we'd have to like hang up and call again, and it would be fine. But like, and it was just her, and she said it was just me. Like, her phone would work every time she called someone else, and my phone would work every time I called someone else.
I remember a family friend, we had lost this guy, and when he passed, his like fiance would get the same thing. She would try to call, or anyone that would call, like, she would get the staticky, and sometimes she would hear a man's voice, and that also happened with us too because we were really close with him.
Okay, so that is the end of this video, and next week I want to talk all about our obsessions. So if you guys have any obsessions, leave them in the comments section, and next week we can talk all about them because I have quite a few. Do you?
No.
Really? I'm obsessed with a few things.
Tell me.
No, we'll talk about it in next week's video. So, yeah, leave your obsessions in the comments. Also, if you have any more Paranormal Activity stuff, I would love to hear it because that was super interesting, super fun. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you... What?
I want to know if anyone has any good stories with psychics. Like if you've gone to a psychic.
I do have some stories for psychics too. So.
Me too.
We'll talk about that too. And that's it for this video. If you guys have not, hit that red subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so that you're notified every time I post a video. I post videos every single day, so be on the lookout. And check out the merch, check out our Instagrams. It's all linked in the description box. And with that all being said, we out!